I think this one is going to sell like a hotcake. So this one is a Tiny Stomp by Soran Audio. It's a guitar multi-FX, which is very tiny, very small. It can fit in your pocket as well. Let me show you, like that. And it's got lots of feature packed in this tiny device. You know, it's got a built-in drum machine, which sounds really good. It's got a looper on it as well. So that's really good for practice. And you can load like NAM captures up to like 10 NAM files here, amp and cab separately, you know, so that's another great feature. Also, the factory sounds from this unit sounds absolutely amazing. You know, I was just blown away by how good this unit is. You can also control this with a MIDI foot controller. For example, this one right here, MVAVE Chocolate Plus. You can connect this wirelessly via Bluetooth, and you can use this to change the presets. Also turn the delay on and off, modulation on and off, reverb on and off, and stuff like that. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys 4 things. First, I'm going to show you guys how you can import the NAM files on this device. And second, I'm going to go through some factory presets so you can hear how it sounds. And third, I'm going to show you my favorite feature, which is the OTZ connection to my phones, so I could record it directly backing track and I can jam on it together, right? So I'm also very excited to check the drum and loop feature of this Tiny Stomp and see how it works. I think I'll do some jam on it and you guys can hear how it sounds like. And the last feature, I'll show you my MIDI controller, this one, MVAVE Chocolate Plus, how I'm setting up this with this Tiny Stomp. So I'll show you that as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. All right, so this is what the software looks like. I'm not gonna go too much into detail about the software and how you're gonna use it. It's very straightforward, but I'm just gonna show you how you can import the NAM files on this. So make sure to just go to the amp here and go all the way, scroll down. And as you can see, I already downloaded, the imported 2 NAM files here, JP2C and Capture One. So if you wanna import new one, you know, you can go either starts from 31st, you know, since I already imported 31 and 32, let me show you 33. And simply you need to select this button right here, not that one, the other one. So once you select that, it's gonna give you this screen, NAM files right here. So I have captures and IRs, you know, so like I said, you can import separately IRs and captures. So I'm gonna import capture here. One of these, open. So now it's already imported. So as you can see, JP2C capture. And for the cab, you're gonna do the same thing. Now, just to let you know, guys, the cab right here is not the one that I imported, okay? This cab, since the preset is selected on Blackface CL, the cab is also Blackface CL, right? Which is like Twin 212. So you need to import the cab. To import the cab, you gotta go all the way down. And then these are the cab section, you know. So I already imported from the 31st and 32, I already imported that. So 33, go tap there and go to desktop again. In my case, it's on the desktop. I'm gonna go to NAM files, IRs, and I've got 2 cabs here. So I'm just gonna select one of these, open. So I already imported this cab too, right? So now my amp is from NAM files and my cab is also from NAM files, right? So as you can see, JP2C Capture 7 cab is this one right here from NAM files. Now you can save this, but I would not recommend to save on this preset right here, because these are the factory presets. So you can save it on the bass preset all the way down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and select preset number probably 90 just to be on the safe side, and I can rename this preset to name capture file, something like that. All right, so now let's check out some preset. I'll start with the clean AC30 stereo. Now let's check out some drum and loop feature of this Tiny Stomp. Just scroll all the way down and then tap there. It's gonna give you that drum option. You can go through a lot of drum sound over there. My favorite one is, I'll just stick to rock, I guess rock 05, and I'm gonna decrease the BPM as well because the BPM is high, so I'm gonna decrease it to 145. And then let's see here, let's go back to the loop and make sure to turn the loop sync on and loop mode to AR. In that way, drum will only start when you play something and it'll be on time all the time. enough of that. Let's stop that. Right, so let's get into the MVAVE Chocolate Plus MIDI controller with the Soran Audio. So the way it connects with the Soran Audio is with the Bluetooth connection. So make sure the Soran Audio Bluetooth is on. So just go on the settings here and wireless. So make sure that's already on and go back. So the way I set it up is like this 4 buttons. If I press once, that's like a program change for me, right? So if I press the foot switch A, that's gonna give me my preset, which is Neo Soul 20. Foot switch B would give me Pop Solo 30. C would give me JP Lead, and D would give me Red Fire, right? So these are just the program change, which is short press. But if I press and hold, that's gonna use as a control change for me, right? So for example, if I press and hold this, I set it up to modulation on, so that's like a tremolo for me. And to turn that off, simply press that again. I'm on the preset 5. And if I press this B, that's also a control change. That's going to give me reverb. Let's turn that off. And if I press and hold C, that's modulation again. And turn that off. And if I press this and hold, that's going to give me delay. So let's turn that off. So to get all the values for this control change and program change, you can go to Soran's website, and then they have all the list for MIDI commands for program change and control change also. Okay, so I'll put that on the screen right now so you can see that. To program MVAVE Chocolate Plus, you need to download this app here, which is Cube Suite, which is from MVAVE Chocolate Plus itself. And this one is already connected to Bluetooth on my phone. So once I tap that, these two are already connected. Okay, I turned the Bluetooth off on here, so make sure to turn the Bluetooth off while you're connecting your MVAVE to your phone, otherwise it's not going to connect. Okay, I'm not going to go through like all the details here, but I'm just going to show you the basic function like shortly. So you need to go to advanced custom mode. Okay, and you're going to see all this alphabet here, A, B, C, D. I'm on a current group 1, right? So if I tap on A, I have 2 banks here, bank A and bank B. Okay, so bank A is my PC is set to preset number 19, right? So it's gonna give me one message, which is straightforward. Bank B is set to control change. So 3 and 10 is my control change on foot switch A, right? And make sure if you want to use this as press and hold function, then you need to set this to mode short thread bank A information, long thread bank B information. Okay, so if you press and release, it's gonna, on my setup, it's a preset change, right? And if I press and hold, that's a control change on my setup. So so I would highly recommend to watch other videos how to set up your MIDI foot controller, because if I make that video, it's going to be very long, but this is how I set it up. Now I'm going to try a MIDI foot controller and jam with the backing track, and I'll change some presets while I'm jamming as well. So guys, so in this example, I'm going to connect this to my phone, which is right there, and it's gonna record the video from here, and my guitar tone is going to my video right there, right, via Type-C cable. So let's see how it sounds. I'm gonna play some backing track from YouTube. Let me go to YouTube and play a backing track. And the video is going to start from the middle because I'm simply cutting the video to make it shorter. Okay, here we go. What are the pros and cons about this unit? So I already covered all the pros, most of the pros about this unit on this video. Now I'm going to talk about some drawbacks and some limitations about this unit. You know, although this is a $60 unit, you know, it's not a big deal that this has like that kind of limitations, but it's worth to mention on the video. First of all, the Type-C cable, if you record with the Type-C cable on your computer, it's not going to charge. So, and the battery, it says it's going to last up to like 4 hours. In my experience, I feel like the battery was draining a little faster than it should be, but you know, it's not a huge deal for me. And one more thing is, like, I tried to use my wired MIDI controller and it did not support that. So I sent an email to Soran Audio. They were saying that because the MIDI controller has like some kind of Hertz that it does not communicate with this, you know, so I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna wait. Probably the firmware update might fix that, because I wanted to use this with my MIDI Captain and my other MIDI controller. I tried a lot of other MIDI controllers with the wired cable. It did not work. It only worked with the Bluetooth with this device right here. So those are two limitations of this unit. So one is the battery life could be better. Another one is the MIDI controller support. You know, we need that more. Other than that, I think this is a great unit. My final thought about this Soran Audio Tiny Stomp. You know, I think I'm a happy customer, man, because I like the look of this. I like the sound of this, the factory sounds. I'm a big fan of those factory presets that they included here. It's just mind-blowing. And then, you know, it's got the drums, it's got the loop. It's a really good practice companion for me with the guitar, you know, so that's amazing. I can record it directly on my phone, which is another great feature. On this, I could import an amp file. So lots of pros on this unit that it stands out than other units on this price range. I think there are other multi-effects that you can buy as well, which does not have all these features, you know. So I'm really impressed with this product. There are some limitations too, but that's not going to be a big deal because I can just forgive that because of the price point, right? So hopefully in the future they can improve upon that as well. But other than that, I'm in love with this little, you know, tiny stump. This is incredible. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. This is a new channel. So, and then if you want to buy this product, I'll put the link in the description, my affiliate Amazon link. So, you know, it can help support my channel as well. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys on my next video. Cheers.